Hola, friends. I'm back again. I just wanted to give you a few tips on you may be dating a narcissist if number one, they have an excessive need for admiration. If they're constantly asking for compliments and validation, do you think I'm the best at this? Tell me how I look good today. They also may try to flip it on you. They also may try to talk negative about themselves and say I'm just no good at this, or I don't look that good, or they may call themselves ugly. They can still be a narcissist if they talk negative because they're trying to flip it and make you give them the compliment instead of them complimenting you, or they may compliment you to try to get you to compliment them back. Next, they have a lack of empathy. So they basically don't care how you're feeling. They don't care how you feel about anything. They don't care if you had a bad day. They may listen to you talk about your bad day, but then they'll try to flip it and make it all about them. Oh, you think you had a bad day? Well, let me tell you what happened to me. Oh, you think that was bad? Let me tell you what happened. It's like they're always trying to. If you know something happened and they try to make you think it didn't happen, that is gaslighting. If you know you called them and they say you didn't, and they probably can show you their phone. Oh no, I didn't have a missed call from you, or maybe I had a bad signal, or maybe I was going through a bad area, but you know you called them. I didn't get a text from you, but you know you text them. You can have proof. You know they're lying to you. You know they're cheating, but they will sit there and try to make you think, no, 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 that didn't happen. Like I said, my example I use all the time is about the sky being blue. I got told, no, the sky is not blue. That's like a slate blue. No, it's not blue. Like I always, it was like everything was like nitpicked because what I was saying wasn't right. Even if I was right, it wasn't right. They had to add on another layer to make them be more right than I was about any given thing. No, it's not raining, it's drizzling. That type of stuff. That type of stuff used to grind my gears. But yeah, that was a sign of him being a narcissist that I just was ignoring and wasn't paying attention to. Next, exploitation of others. So they take advantage of your kindness and your generosity and others. So if you're in the car or you're with the person and you see them taking advantage of other people, like they calling around asking people for certain things, knowing that they don't really need it, they're just taking advantage of the situation. Whether it's borrowing money, whether it's borrowing a car. Be careful if you're letting somebody borrow your car. Be careful if you're letting somebody borrow your money. You need to be careful about that. That could be a sign of a narcissist because they're going to always take more than they give. It may start out, in the beginning, it may start out balanced where, you give it, it's a give and take, but in the end, it's going to end up with they're going to end up taking more than they give. Like I said, whether it's time, whether it's money, whether it's them taking advantage of your feelings. In my situation, he took advantage of my physical disabilities. He knew I needed him to help me with certain things. So, he took advantage of that. He would make me wait uh, for him to come around and give me the help that I needed, basically. So, they're going to try to take advantage of something. It's like if they can't get $20 out of you, they'll settle for 15. If they can't get 15, they'll settle for 10. If they can't get the 10 out of you, they'll try to get something else out of you. Some sugar, some bread. I mean, doesn't matter. They're not gonna leave until they get something out of you. That's a sign of a narcissist. It's like they don't take no for an answer. You may be 3 steps ahead in this area, but then they'll try to come back around and beat you out of something else. So you may not have a soda. You may not have dinner. Say you may not be able to buy them something to eat. So they'll come home with you and try to make you fix them something out your cabinets. That's a sign of a narcissist. Next, grandiosity. They have an inflated sense of self-importance. They think they're the best at everything. They think they know everything. They think nobody can tell them what to do. And it may not be obvious. Mine, he wasn't obvious with it. Another sign of that grandiosity is if they want you to call them king. So be careful with that. If you have a guy, you may think it's all nice and oh, that's different. I ain't never met anyone. No one's ever called me queen before, empress or goddess or all that bull crap. Yeah, all that can end up being bull crap, and that's just a sign of their grandiosity. They think they're bigger than what they really are. They think that nobody can tell them anything. They may listen to you. It may seem like they're taking your advice, but at the end of the day, they're going to do what they want to do about the situation anyway. So, like I said, if you tell them you don't want something, they'll do what they want and treat you the way they want to treat you anyway. You tell them you don't want them to use profanity, they'll use it anyway, and they'll keep making excuses. For when it comes to cooking, they think they know how to cook better. If you have a recipe and you cook something a certain way, if they're always nitpicking what you cook, well, I would have made it like this, or you should have put this or that in it, or next time if you make it for me, don't make it this or that way. Like they never have anything positive to say about what you're doing. Um, that's a sign of narcissism. That's a sign of them because who are they? Like, why do they think that the way they do something is the only way that it can be done? That is not true. There's always more than one way to do something. My mama always told me there's more than one way to skin a cat than to pull a dress over his head. Catch that. Hope you caught that. Next, they have controlling behavior. Your partner tries to control aspects of your life. Uh, hopefully you can understand me. I just had some dental work done, so my face and stuff is still a little swollen, and I'm still coming down off of the uh, the pills that I took to deal with the pain. So hopefully you can understand me. If not, my bad. They have controlling behavior. I don't want to get sidetracked. Your partner tries to control aspects of your life. They might say, "I don't want you hanging out with those friends anymore," or "You shouldn't wear that outfit." Mine didn't try to control my life or my behavior. We basically were religious people anyway. So basically, he tried to use the religion to try to control what was going on. You know, we don't eat this, we don't eat that, we don't wear this, we don't wear that, we don't go here, we don't go there. But they wanted to do whatever they wanted to do. But as far as the eating and stuff was concerned, they did like we ate the same thing, and they did help me. They did help me to reverse my PCOS or my PCOS by helping me, with changing my habit, the eating habits that I had, and they helped me. Like I said, they helped me to become healthier, and they helped me to become more conscious of the food I was putting in my mouth. But at the end of the day, that's still considered controlling behavior, because there was certain things that we had in the house and certain things that we didn't have in the house. So that is part of even though that part wasn't negative because it helped me reverse my PCOS. You have to pay attention to those warning signs though. If they're always telling you, well, basically trying to control where you can go, who you can go with, who you can hang around, because they're trying to isolate you and get you all to themselves. They may try to pass it off as, oh, they just want to be with you and spend time with you and nobody else, or they may try to point out negative things about your family or friends to try to stop you from hanging out with them. Like they will create a whole scenario just to basically control you and get you just to be with them or keep you from going out or going certain places with certain people. That is a sign of a narcissist. Next, constant criticism and belittling. I think that stuff is explanatory. That can be those underhanded compliments too. And if you don't know what an underhanded compliment is, you can tell me in the comments, and I can make a whole little episode about that because they were really good about that. People who have a dry sense of humor, that's what underhanded compliments are. They're talking about you without you realizing that they're talking about you. Yeah, I think I will make another episode about that because yeah, I dealt with that a lot, and I had to catch them, and I had to check them about that a lot of times. Don't give me no backhanded or no underhand compliment. Compliment me and then be done with it. Don't try to come back in on the back door and you really just talking about me, trying to make me feel bad because you think I'm not gonna catch it. You think it went over my head. Yeah, that's a sign of and that's whether that's your family or your friends or a relationship that you in. A lot of people do that. That backhanded, underhanded compliment stuff. Next, lack of accountability. They never take responsibility. It's always somebody else's fault. If they yell at you, it's your fault. If they run a stop sign, somebody else's fault. If they don't do the speed limit, it's somebody else's fault. Don't wear a seatbelt, somebody else's fault. Nothing is ever their fault. They never take any accountability for anything. They'll blame it on the weather. They'll blame it on any and everything but themselves. They never take accountability. And the last one, well, not the last one, isolation, and the other one is emotional manipulation. Yeah, do not let them isolate you or keep you to themselves, and do not let them manipulate you emotionally. These are signs that you're dating a narcissist. If I need to, you can tell me in the comments. I can go more in depth if I need to. So hopefully you recognize the signs, and hopefully you get out. Do not stay. If they leave, let them go. But if you can leave, you go ahead and leave. So take advantage and take heed. Don't let them play you. You can do it. You got this.